Councilor DePalo?
Thank you, Lieutenant Governor. In my time on this council, I've accumulated more no votes than any of my colleagues. And each vote was because in the totality of the circumstances, I felt that I couldn't support the nominee. In some cases, my subjective judgment, which is of course not the objective truth, was that I've seen nominees who I felt were underqualified or unqualified, or that they were being put into position because of political favors or political fundraising skills. I never saw scrutiny or attention brought to those nominees as I have this nominee. And so the discourse around this nominee has bothered me so much. I just briefly want to speak to it. When this nomination was announced, in some corners, the public discourse jumped right over this nominee's impeccable, unquestioned experience, her qualifications, her pedigree, her temperament, her reputation earned over a decade on the appeals court, writing hundreds of appeals decisions. The narrative in some places jumped right to a salacious storyline designed to raise alarms. And on the surface level, it did. But we're not here to rest on the surface level. We are here to conduct diligence and dig deeply into each nominee's qualifications. And so, like many other nominees, the nominee came to Worcester to visit me in my office, and we had a long-ranging conversation. One of the things that I spoke with her about was my concern that we ensure that under the Massachusetts Constitution and in Massachusetts courts, we continue to uphold the rights and privileges that appear to be at risk on the national level. That is important to me because I do not want the government concerning itself with a woman's health care or her bodily autonomy. And I'll take it a step further. I don't want the government concerning itself with a woman's past, emphasis on past, relationship choices. And I'd ask, when do we stop policing a woman's body? How many years back do we have to go to stop policing women? And to those who tell me that a relationship that ended years ago should be disqualifying for this position, I would ask them, should I advise my smart, confident, and maybe one day ambitious daughters to never date an ambitious person because years later it might disqualify them from a position that they have worked their whole lives to deserve? And so for those reasons, I'm disappointed with the public discourse around this nomination, and I look forward to voting yes to support this nominee. I think she will be an outstanding justice on our SJC. Thank you.
Thank you, Councilor DePalo.